Ready? Here we go. Alright. Lift off. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh! It's working! It's working! So the new Spider-Man Mythic just released in Fortnite, and it is changing the game. So in this video, I'm going to show you guys how to use it, some meme strats I found with it, and where you can find it, because obviously you can't use it if you don't know where to get it. With all that being said, let's hop right into the video. So the first place you're going to want to check is the top of the Daily Bugle, because there is a very good chance for the Spider-Man Mythic to spawn, and they come in these backpacks. Now there's never a guaranteed chance for each of these Mythics to spawn, so you will want to keep an eye out and try not to land on top if there's not one there. Now there's also one right down below the top of the Daily Bugle, and there can also be one on either of the sides. So there should be one over here, but there isn't right now because, as I said, not a 100% chance to spawn. So really it all just comes down to did it spawn or not. And so that's why you don't want to land instantly if it's not there. And that's generally why you want to aim for the top first, because if you go for the top one first and it's not there, you can just divert from that course and change to a different path. Now there can be actually three spawns over here. There's 3 spawns, and the first one's over here on the side of this building, and there's actually 2 on this building because there's one that can spawn back here. It didn't spawn this time. As I mentioned earlier, they don't have a 100% chance to spawn. And there's also one right to the left of that building on that balcony, and there's one more up on the Daily Bugle on the side. And so yeah, these are all the locations that I know of currently. It's possible that there's more, but you'll have a very good chance of finding at least one of these. So obviously the big question is, what does the Spider-Man Mythic add to this season? And I mean, it really adds a lot, and it mostly adds to movement, because the movement in this game has already increased with this season, as you now have quad crashers back. You have new sliding, they're going to be adding tornadoes, and now with Spider-Man you can easily get high ground, you can rotate zone easier, and you can even prevent fall damage, as you can see here. And it's really important for using this, because it just makes the game so much different. Now, it's not without its flaws, of course. There are ways to stop it, like by just hitting someone out of the air with any gun. It will stop them from gliding. So that's the main counter to it that you should be aware of, so that you don't just go rushing head on into a full squad of 4 thinking that you're invincible. So now on to meme strats, and there's a few that are kind of back. The first one is skybasing, which it's always existed, but now that you have access to the Spider-Man Mythic and you can break your fall damage, it's so much easier to actually skybase, which is a lot more fun to do. Another thing I would like to bring up is the fact that the landing system with it is still kind of bugged, and sometimes when you hit the ground it will send you flying in one direction. It's not terrible and it's not game breaking, but it is a little interesting how you can just land on the side of a hill or something and go flying like 20 feet in the other direction. And now for the part of the video that you probably haven't been waiting for, but I'm going to show you anyways. It's the clip from the start of the video, except I actually finished showing you guys what happens. Alright, lift off. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh! It's working! It's working! Wait a minute, what's going on? Oh my god. Okay, well, it did something. It did something. It wasn't what I was expecting, but it still did something. So essentially what happened here was the Quad Crasher has a hitbox, and so you're able to grab onto it with the Spider-Man Mythic, which sends you flying along with it, However, because the quad crasher is still gaining distance from you, you can't actually catch up with it and continue swinging with it. So eventually it just disconnects and you're left about like a mile away from where the quad crasher was, which creates an interesting situation as you just saw there. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. This one was a lot of fun to make because I got to use an item that is a lot of fun. So hopefully this video was helpful and you know where to find it and some interesting things you can do with it. So thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed the video, remember to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.